Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Welcome to today's podcast of Her Version, a podcast dedicated to hearing stories of struggle to triumph and challenges to victories, a platform that allows individuals to tell their truth, their words, and their story according to their perspective in order to inspire and give strength to others. I am your host, Sabrina Victoria. If you are new to this podcast, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share. Today, we have an amazing guest speaker with us. Her name is Piret. Piret is an amazing a mother, an aspiring author, and the owner of a holistic healing business called Mindful Life and Beyond. She challenges every one of her clients to embrace and enjoy life to its fullest. Today, Piret is here to talk about her 7 helpful steps to rebuilding after leaving a narcissistic partner. And I am so excited to have you here. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing so good. Listen, our phone call that we had, I was blown away by these 7 steps. And I am so excited and grateful that you agreed to come on and share these with us, because I really, truly believe that this is a struggle. This is a huge struggle that women or men go through when they leave a narcissistic partner. And they really resonated with me and really, really hit me real good in my heart area. So thank you.
Yeah, because what happens a lot of times, like after leaving, they stay in the same mindset. They don't change. And they stay in they keep on thinking the same way. And they feel the same way, but they have to rebuild like completely new person and start a new life because the narcissist has changed them. And if they, after leaving, they don't change again, they might end up in a new narcissist relationship or like just stay upset about what happened and then they just dwell on it and it doesn't help them move forward.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. The first thing before we do anything, I want to cover your accent. So where are you from and what languages do you speak?
I'm originally from Estonia. So it's a little country between Finland and Russia. And we do have our own language, which is Estonian, but we were part of Russian Soviet Union. So I grew up talking Russian as well.
Got it. And then did you spend time there or here, or how did that whole transition work?
I moved here with the training program that was like working abroad.
Okay.
And I met my ex-husband and that's why I stayed here.
Got it. I love it. So you speak English and
Estonian, Russian, and German. I learned in a school and I spoke it. I lived there for a month, but now I haven't used it. So I can understand, I can read books, but when I start, it's hard to start talking.
Got it. Makes sense. So obviously I want to get into the 7 steps. I'm super excited for everyone to hear this. But before we do that, I kind of want to set the stage for the people that are going to be listening. Do you mind giving them sort of a backstory about the struggles that you had over, the course of this narcissistic relationship?
Kind of, yeah. I'll give a little talk and then I want to mention one thing that we talked about as well.
Okay.
I was in my narcissist relationship for 11 years and I left when my daughter was born because I didn't want her to grow up and think that's normal. I didn't want her to I didn't want to be there anymore. It was not safe to be there anymore. And I didn't want her to it's just my mindset. This is not right, and everybody who's been in a narcissist relationship, they know what it feels like. It's not right. It's so much brainwashing. You don't understand what's going on and you have to leave.
Yeah.
After you leave, then you start understanding what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. When did you learn about the word narcissism?
After I left. Not,
Wow.
not when I was in a marriage. After I was just about to leave, my friend actually asked, like, does he ever say sorry about things that he does? And only then I realized, like, no, he never ever said sorry for what he's done. Just next day acting like nothing happened.
Totally. Yeah.
So, and
100%.
then my divorce from that took 3 years. So it was
Wow.
not easy at all. And
Yeah.
it got even worse. Like when I left, it got worse. That's why, like, a lot of people say, why don't you just leave? And the leaving part is actually the really hard part.
The worst part.
It's not easy to leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why, like, you have to prepare, like, if possible, you have to prepare to leave,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not always possible. But also, I wanted to mention, like, what we had our first phone call was, like, how we don't want to talk about that anymore. You know, like, you at the one point, you're like, you don't want to be dwelling on
Yep.
the past. You had that story, but don't get stuck on that story because you have to build a new story.
Yep.
Talk about the new story, and then occasionally you can bring it up and, like, talk about it like this, but don't get stuck on that
Yeah.
past and that old story because that's something that
Yes.
happened to you. But if you get stuck talking and talking, you just don't feel good talking about it.
100%. Do you find that with your women clients a lot where they just continue to ramble about how do you kind of break that pattern?
Actually, like, directly saying, like, let's stop talking about this and talk about other things and talk about the future, talk about the new goals, talk about new things that you want to do. But, like, still, like we still spend some time with talking about that and trying to figure some things out. But then we try to also shift and talk about the new things.
Got it.
Because, like, if you keep on repeating the past, it just brings you down emotionally.
100%. I totally agree with you.